Councilmember Valerio, do you have questions of the speaker?
Yeah, very briefly. And I also did want to acknowledge that we have the benefit of the letter which you read to us. So
Thank
that's
you.
why.
I'm glad that you received it.
Yes, that's why I think the mayor was trying to just condense the
Well, I read at the
meeting.
bottom of your disclaimer that if I didn't state this in public, then I had no recourse.
Right, but you could have.
That's on your website.
That's true. I'll ask the city attorney, but I think if you had simply referred to the letter that you sent to us and then summarized it, that would have been just
Understand.
fine. One quick question. Have you, as an owner and a neighbor of the property of the Hindu temple, been approached by representatives of the temple in terms of the idea of sharing the costs or helping to cover the costs of any name change if it were to occur?
The physical cost of changing the signs on the street, is that what you're referring to?
Right, but I'm not asking for you to give me a total of the cost. I'm asking, has someone from the temple spoken to you and made the offer that if there were to be a name change, they would be glad to assist your business with associated costs, the costs that Councilmember Risch was just referring to?
No, not at this time. I have spoken with a few members of the Hindu temple, and with respect to the neighbor issues, we have some neighbor issues as well. And we addressed some of those, but they were going to have a meeting with me, and I was approached this evening by one of the members of the church. No one has mentioned anything about absorbing any costs to me associated with that, which is our primary concern.
Okay, so that has not occurred at least prior to tonight?
Not prior to tonight.
Okay, sir. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay. Majid Yekan, followed by Tahir J. Naim. I think that's the way it's pronounced.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Thank you for being here.
Mr. Mayor and Madam Vice Mayor and Council Member, good evening. My name is Majid Yekan, and I'm here to oppose the name change. I work in Harmonic Sunnyvale, about a few blocks away from the Persian Drive. And I pass the Persian Drive on a daily basis and feel a sense of pride when I see it. And I have shown it many times to my kids, pointed out with pride that there is a Persian name here in the United States. And I appreciate Sunnyvale for this. I'm here to ask you not to take this sense of belonging away, and I don't have anything against the Hindu community, and I respect them very much. And working in high-tech environment, I have many Hindu colleagues and friends. I am here to urge you to keep Sunnyvale diverse and multicultural as it is. Hindu temple on Persian Drive sounds great, and it shows, it indicates a greater diversity in Sunnyvale. You have Persian and Hindu in the same sentence, in the same address. The name Persian is not just a symbol. It has, as somebody before said, it has a huge significance, immense significance to us Persian Americans. I urge you to recognize Hindu community by naming other streets or squares or parks or whatever you see fit. Please do not set the wrong precedence, and I think this is setting name change sets a wrong precedence. Please recognize, and please do not recognize one group at the expense of another group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Tahir Naim, followed by Shahia Tabrisi.
Members of the Council, my name is Tahir Joel Naim. I'm an attorney, a member of the ACLU and of the Indian community. Most importantly, I'm a resident of Sunnyvale. I'm here today to speak. At first I thought against the temple name change, but now I think perhaps in favor with some qualifications. I will first quibble with the characterization of the name change as secular. If the proposed name change was Indus, Ganges, Sati, or Mahatma, I would agree with the characterization. However, whether it's secular or not is really a motivation that goes to the proponents of the applicants for the name change rather than the council here. I note that we've also heard mentioned that there will still be a Persian Drive, which is, I think, a significant fact, so I will go on to the second point. I also wish to state for myself and like-minded members of the Indian community that we dissociate ourselves from those who are reported in the Sunnyvale Sun to have argued that the street name should be changed because Persian is an Islamic word. That is simply an ugly and divisive argument without foundation in history or etymology. I am glad to see that this argument was not presented in the staff's report. I have here a little mock-up I made here, if I can give this to you. Now then, as I understand it, a reason for changing the name is to make the street and the temple easier to find. Now, this makes no sense to me as proposed because I drove the street today, and the difficulty is not in the street's name, but in the fact that there are no appropriately placed signs indicating the way to the section of Pershing Drive. As I point out on the graphic, which I guess is not terribly visible here, but you'll see that there's up in the upper left-hand corner there, Circle A, and over to the right what looks like now an 8, but is meant to be a Circle B. Those are places where signs could be placed to point out that there is a Pershing Drive in that direction. There's currently at Circle A just a sign saying Ross Street only, but Pershing comes immediately off of Ross. At Fair Oaks, where it crosses 237, it becomes Fair Oaks Way for a little bit, but then immediately changes to Pershing Drive. There is a Fair Oaks Way sign there. There should be a Pershing Drive sign there. But now that's the easiest, most effective, and cheapest solution. And that's staff's alternative number 6. Now then, just because that's the easiest, cheapest, and most effective solution doesn't mean the council should take it. After all, as mentioned in the report, it would be a good gesture to rename a portion of Pershing Drive to a name that recognizes the contribution